Hey there, it's Chef YoBo. Welcome back to the kitchen. I'm doing the last thing tonight for dinner. I'm making some tilapia. There are two other videos that I posted. One's for green beans, one is for the squash. Let me show you the green beans. Take a look at there. Can you see? Whoops. Look at there. I got the green beans and the red potatoes. And I want to show you something else. If you want meat in your green beans, you can start off just fry a couple pieces of bacon or take some of your favorite sausage like this, chop it into bite-sized pieces, put it in the pot, just saute it in the pot a little bit, and then add all your other ingredients. But these are total vegetarian, although I added the chicken bouillon. I don't know if that can be considered yeah, vegetarian won't be vegan. Okay, now we're going to do some tilapia. I took the same pan that I used for my, I gotta show you my squash. I took the same pan that I used for my squash because it's got a lot of seasonings and flavor in here. It's not gonna take this tilapia long to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the pan on now. And I'm going to use the same strainer that I used earlier for the other vegetables. I buy my seafoods in these little individual frozen packs because it's just two of us. It's just me and Frank, and I don't like to waste food. So we're going to take these. I'm cooking 4 of them because see, some of them are really little. And you know how it is sometimes when you think, well, I'll just make a little bit, and after you eat that little bit, you say to yourself, oh, I wish I had a little bit more. So I'm going to give, each of us is going to get a piece this size. This is really a good size. This is enough for dinner. But I'm going to go ahead and cook these other 2 anyway. And if we don't eat them, we can always have them on tomorrow for lunch. Okay, coming over here to my chopping board. We're going to take these pieces of tilapia, this piece, and I'm going to just cut it right down the center. So see, 1 piece becomes 2 pieces. You never want to cook the piece like this, especially if you're cooking for other people. Because people just like to walk by and pick up 2 pieces. They'll pick up 2 whole pieces, or they'll pick up 2 half pieces. So it stretches if you cut them in half. But 1 piece is always thicker than the other. See how thick that one is? Now look at this one. This one's a lot thinner. So when you cook it, the thick piece is going to require more cooking time than the little piece. I might have too many pieces here. Well, I'll go ahead and cook them anyway. This is a type of food that always tastes better the second day. And I already showed you when you cook, you want to cook enough for dinner today and for lunch tomorrow. So this is more than enough. I'm going to move the camera. I'll come over this way. Bring you over here. Come on over here to Chef YoBo stove. Got my same pan that I used for the squash. It's sizzling a little bit. Let's add a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit. And then I'm going to add some of this Smart Balance. Pan is hot, so you hear it sizzling. And I'm going to take my fish, which I washed already, and I'm just going to take it. I want you to see this. I'll be glad when our cameraman is moving around. Oh, I'm going to use Blackened seasoning. This is all I'm going to use on it. Okay, coat my whole pan. Look at the pan. I got my Blackened seasoning ready. Okay, watch this. I'm going to put a little piece in there. Little piece. I'm going to season both sides. But I want the whole thing to be coated. I would do it on a plate. Okay. I think I can get one more in here. We want to put these fat pieces in the center. These little skinny pieces can go on the outer edge. Everything is coated. But throw a squeeze in there someplace. We'll get you coated on both sides. There we go. And now, it's going to coat it with this Blackened seasoning. Here, just some Creole blackened seasoning. So when you go to the restaurant, you get some blackened chicken or you get some blackened fish. All it is. See the name? Cajun's Choice blackened seasoning. My husband loves Cajun food. When I flip this over, no, actually the other side is cooking without the seasoning. Uh-oh, I need to flip it because I want it to cook with the seasoning. So now that I have seasoning on this side, let me go ahead and just flip it. I'll let that side cook. You know, Creole people love their spicy foods. Okay. Come on, get in there. I got a little piece sticking a bit. Got it? Can you see? Can you see the pan? I hope I'm not making you dizzy. Some of this is sticking a bit. I don't want it to stick. Come on, flip. Turn it white. Cooking already. Okay, I'll let it cook some more on the other side with some of this blackened seasoning. Okay, let me tell you what's in here. Ingredients. All natural spices including paprika, red, black, white peppers, oregano, salt, onion, and garlic. It does not contain MSG. Anytime you're reading your ingredients and salt is first, then you know it's really high in sodium. But because I read paprika, red, black, white, peppers, and oregano, and then salt, it has a lower salt content. So I put it on both sides. So we're going to let this cook. Doesn't take long. My green beans are still going at it. Can you see them? And they should be tender. Ooh, pop me. Let me show you the squash. I want to get this in the light so you can see. Can you see the squash? See my beautiful squash? Okay, a simple meal. LaShawn Sanders had a good suggestion. She said, some people don't know how to season, so how do they get their food seasoned properly? Okay, you know how you want your food to taste. I'm going to take a little bit of this juice. The green beans are going to taste just like this juice. If the juice tastes bland, your green beans are going to taste bland. If the juice is too salty, your green beans are too salty. What do you do if it's too salty? You just add more water. But let me take a little taste. Mmm. Kind of spicy. Mmm. There's going to be some good green beans right there. Yes. Sometimes everybody in the family can't eat the same thing. Mmm. Kind of spicy. So you can always add to your food after it's done. Okay? Let's look at the tilapia. This is done in a matter of minutes. This food cooks so fast. Now in the perfect world, I would drop this stuff in some grease and fry it and make some homemade French fries. But can't do it. Can't do it. On my Life According to YoBo messages, I'm talking about the journey. Sticking to the journey and not giving up. So this is one of those days where I'm just going to have to take my own medicine and I'm going to have to stick to the journey. Right. With all these, I'm flipping it. Show you. Just take them and flip them. Flip them. This is ready. Tilapia will fall apart in a heartbeat. If you're challenged cooking tilapia, then just go ahead and bake it. Do it the same way. Coat it, put it in the oven, and bake it. But when it begins to flake like this, we open it. See there? I like mine just browned a little bit more because I'm telling you, I'm really craving some good old fried fish. Add a little bit more oil to it and let it get brown. You can leave it in here and let it brown. My green beans, come over here. The green beans are tender. It's just the way I like them, nice and tender. Well, only one thing to do. That is to grab 2 plates, scoop this food. Wait till you see these plates. Hold on. I did these dishes individually because I don't want to confuse people too much, and I wanted to at least let you see them from start to finish. Okay, we're going to scoop some of these green beans. I'll be right back. Sure wish you could be here with me. Some of these green beans and the potatoes. Oh, honey gonna get dinner in bed tonight. Look at that. Some for him. Some for me. More for me. I'm gonna put my my squash on there last. Oh, let's check out this. See what's happening over here. I just want it brown just a little bit. Okay, I need 2 hands. I need 2 hands. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I added a little bit more olive oil. I want it just to be browned a little bit more. I hate to do this to you. Look at that. Look at that. Whew. Finish fixing this plate. You just have to look at this. Okay, I hope my video doesn't stop. I'm glad I cooked this extra fish. We're gonna need this. Put a little fish on that plate. We don't need any tartar sauce, any hot sauce, nothing like that. This is good. This is enough. Look like one plate has more than the other. Put a little bit more. I'm gonna get the plate with the most. Okay. I have 2 little half pieces here. So tomorrow we'll have a light breakfast, and I'm gonna take these 2 half pieces. See, if you were at home, if I were in your kitchen, I would just take those and I would save them for lunch tomorrow. But I'm getting all these little pieces right here. Honey, you want to eat that. That's some good stuff right there. I'm not going to cover it because I don't want it to continue to cook. Then all I need to do is add some of these veggies to the plate. Some of this squash. Yes, Lord. 30-minute meal. 30 minutes. How quick is that? Yummy. Wait till you see the picture. Hold on just a second. Put this over on the stove. I got everything ready. Well, I wanted to eat and crawl into bed, but I won't be able to do that because I got to come in and finish the kitchen. But these 2 plates, whoo, look mighty, mighty yummy. Can you see it? Did I get the whole plate in there? Let me hold it. How's that? Got the whole plate? Ooh wee. All right, well, it's Chef YoBo. Thank you for coming into my kitchen for some green beans, some squash, and some blackened tilapia. Alrighty, see you later. I'm gonna enjoy this.